Hi everyone, we're about to take a tour of Tara Firma Farms.
So these are some of our young pigs, predominantly red wattle. We don't cut their tails. We leave our pigs intact. We don't even notch their ears like a lot of hog farms will do. We like our animals to be as stress-free and as happy as possible.
Oh, we should pick up some pig for the new year.
Hey everyone, we're back in the kitchen from Tara Firma Farms. To celebrate the Lunar New Year, we got some fresh ground pork as it's the year of the pig. And we got this fresh, as you can see, right from the farm, encased and everything by them. We're using fresh ground pork two ways. The first way we're going to do it is by making Mexican inspired pork dumplings. And today we're making dumplings because they're considered lucky and they represent wealth in the Lunar New Year. So apart from the first obvious ingredient of ground pork, we have red onion, we have poblano peppers, we have some cilantro, and of course, to wrap everything up, we have the actual dumpling wrappers themselves. And for a little bit of Mexican flavoring, we're using the hot sauce Tapatio. The first thing we're going to do is cut this pork in half. This is about 1 pound of pork, so we definitely don't need all of it for each type of dumpling. So now we just quickly washed and dried the cilantro, and I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping it.
Okay, now we're going to dice up the onion.
So now we're going to roast the poblano pepper over our gas stove. So of course with this you want to be really careful. So as you can see, after roasting it, the poblano skin is quite blistery. So what we're gonna do is let it cool down, and then we're gonna remove all the blisters. So you're not gonna be eating any of that. We'll remove the seeds, and then we'll chop them up into tinier pieces. So with everything cut up and prepared, I'm gonna put a little bit of paprika in this. Some freshly ground pepper, and we're gonna use some Tapatio, but not too much, just because we actually don't like it too spicy. And then we have the poblanos here, we just roasted them, red onion, and we're gonna add the cilantro. Definitely can use more or less depending on which ingredient you like. And then this will pretty much form your dumpling filling. It's not beautiful, but it is inside the dumpling.
Okay, now that we finished making our Mexican-inspired pork dumplings, we're gonna make our Chinese-style ones. So the first ingredient is the ground pork that we got from Tara Firma Farms. Then we're gonna add in some Napa cabbage for texture, some cilantro, brown mushrooms, minced garlic, oyster sauce, and sesame oil. And then last but not least, the dumpling wrappers.
So now we're just gonna chop up the Napa cabbage, and after chopping it up into tinier pieces, we're gonna wash it quickly, and then we're gonna salt it pretty heavily in order to remove all the liquid and all the water away from the Napa. We're gonna chop up the mushrooms into much finer, tiny pieces. We already washed and dried the cilantro, and now we're just gonna chop it up. Now we're gonna add the pork to our mixture, and then we're gonna add our sauces, which will be sesame oil. We're gonna add some pre-minced garlic, and then we're gonna add a little bit of oyster sauce.
Okay, so now we're gonna wrap up the dumplings. So we're gonna get a wrapper, and then we're just gonna put a little bit in the inside, in the middle. And then you're just gonna get some water and kind of wet the edges of the wrapper, but only around half. And then you're just gonna fold it in half. And if you're not that great at this, you can literally just fold it in half. And then just make sure to get rid of all the air pockets and just seal it down, kind of like this. And press it down so it has a nice seal on it. Something like that. And then another way to do it is if you grab it and then do the same thing, add some in the middle, but not too much. Make sure not to add too much or it might explode out. And then flip the edges again. And then kind of close it in half again. This time we're gonna kind of fold this dumpling wrapper in and then keep folding down around the edges. And then you should end up with something that looks like this. And we're just gonna do the rest somewhat similar to this, maybe make a couple more of these.
So in the left pot, we have boiling water, which we're gonna cook our Chinese style dumplings. And on the right side, we have just a little bit of canola oil coating the pan, and we're gonna gyoza style pan fry our Mexican inspired dumplings. For our boiled Chinese style dumplings, we're gonna just place them in the boiling water, and we're gonna let them boil for about 5 or so minutes. And then for our pan fried gyoza style dumplings, we're gonna fry them on one side for about 4 to 5 minutes on low to medium heat, and then we're just gonna hit it with a splash of water so it can kind of steam and fully cook in itself.
We finished cooking them, and this is what the boiled ones look like, and then this is what the fried ones look like. Let's try them. I'll try the same one as you.
Smells good.
Oops, I broke it.
Yummy.
Pretty good, yeah.
Mushrooms are really good with it. It's cooked really well. I'm actually surprised how it turned out. Okay, I'm hungry. I want to try the pan fried ones. These are the Mexican style dumplings. Surprised I actually like the red onion in this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Really just the cilantro. Has taco vibes, I think.
Can't really taste the fire roasting in the poblano peppers, but you can definitely taste a little spiciness in it. And yeah, I agree. It kind of tastes like a taco almost, weirdly enough. So which one's your favorite?
I think I'm more traditional than I like the classic ones, classic Chinese ones, but these are definitely a good alternative when I'm not feeling Chinese food but still want a dumpling.
I weirdly actually really like the Mexican style ones, and I don't know if it's against Lunar New Year, but I kind of prefer it over the Chinese style. Anyways, thanks for joining us on our Lunar New Year episode, and if you want to try this at home, we'll provide instructions and a recipe in the description below.